Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, this is the part 2 for poverty as a challenge. Now we can start interstate disparities. A secular decline has been observed in state level poverty from the early 70s. However, the success rate varies between states. In 2011 to 2012, the All Indian Head Count Ratio (HCR) was 21.9%, but above average poverty level existed in Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar and Orissa. Bihar and Orissa continue to be two poorest states with poverty ratios of 33.7% and 32.6%. Urban and rural poverty both exist in Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. There has been significant decline in poverty in Kerala, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat and West Bengal. Punjab and Haryana have reduced poverty through high agricultural growth rates. Kerala has had significant human resource development. West Bengal has reduced poverty by land reform measures. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, poverty has been addressed by public distribution of food grains. Now we can see global poverty scenario. In developing countries, the proportion of people living in extreme economic poverty has reduced from 35% in 1980 to 10.68% in 2013. But there have been regional differences despite the global reduction. Rapid economic growth and huge investments in human resource development were made in China and Southeast Asian countries. Countries these countries witnessed a substantial decline in poverty. In China, this decline was 88.3% in 1981 to 14.7% in 2008 and 1.9% in 2003. In South Asian countries, it came down from 54% to 15%. The number of poor came down from 44% in 1990 to 17% in 2013. In Sub-Saharan Africa, poverty fell down from 54% to 41% from 1990 to 2013. In Latin America, the problem has fallen from 16% to 5.45% from 1990 to 2013. Poverty has fallen down. So, poverty has been refreshed in Russia. The goals of sustainable development of the United Nations aim to the ending types of poverty by 2030. Causes of poverty. In India, poverty propagated due to the failure of economic growth and population control. Low level of economic development under the British rule is one of the causes of widespread poverty until 1980s. Traditional handicrafts were ruined. Also, development in industries like textiles discouraged due to government policies. Thus, job opportunities and growth rate of income declined and population decreased. Due to these factors, growth rate and per capita income was quite low. Job opportunities in some parts of India was created in agricultural sector. This was due to the green revolution and spread of irrigation. Some jobs were created in industries as well, but unemployment population was more than the number of opportunities. So many people started to work as rickshaw pullers, vendors, construction workers, domestic servants, etc. They settled in slums outside cities. Poverty thus spread into urban areas in addition to rural areas. Huge income inequalities is another cause of high poverty rates. This problem arises due to the unequal distribution of land and other resources. Policies of land reform for redistribution of assets in rural areas failed. These policies were not implemented by state government effectively. Other factors responsible for poverty are social, cultural, and economic. Anti-poverty measures. The present strategy for eliminating poverty is based on promotion of economic growth targeted anti-poverty programs. The growth in per capita income is reduction in poverty were not very significant from early 1950s to 1980s. Official poverty estimates remained at 45%, but India has shorter fastest economic growth in the world after that time. The growth rate increased from 3.5 percentage per year in 1970s to 6.5 percentage during 1980s and 1990s. This had led to reduction in poverty significantly. This because economic growth widens opportunities. It also provides necessary resources for investing in human development. So people invest in education for both girls and boys for better economic returns. This may not be the case with the poor who form a major population. They live in villages mostly and depend on agriculture, but agriculture sector has no much growth. Some significant anti-poor properties are there. Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Act 2005. So now some anti-poverty measures are in the clip. So you can refer the top points if needed. Prime Minister Rochana Yagua, PMRY. It is launched in year 1993 to create self-employment opportunities for educational and unemployed youth in rural areas and small towns. The program implemented by helping them set up small businesses and industries. REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program. It was launched in year 1995 with the aim of creating self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. Under the 10th five-year plan, this program set a target for creating 25 lakh new jobs. Swarnath Gram Yogar Yojana SGSY. It was initial in 1990 and aims to be bring the asserted poor families above the poverty lines. It aims to implement this by organizing them into self-helping groups through bank credits and government subsidy. PMGY, Pradhan Mantri Gram Daya Yojana. This was launched in the year 2000 and its aim to be additional central assistance to state for basic services. So, Andoya Anna Yojana AAY. All these schemes have not produced desired results. Improper implementation and targeting are the main reasons. Various scheme results have overlapped and reserving poor have not been benefited. The challenges ahead. India faces a major challenge of poverty reduction. Although some decline has been observed, rural and urban areas, even various states, show widespread differences in poverty. Some social and economic groups are still more vulnerable to poverty. However, improvements are predicted. This would result from economic growth, universal free elementary education, declining population growth, increasing empowered of women and economically weaker sections of society. The social definition of poverty restricts its meaning. Poverty is defined as minimum subsistence level of living instead of a reasonable one. All over world, the constituents of poverty has been with development. Poverty would be indicated only when challenges like low income, adequate health care, education and job security and gender disparity and disrespect for the poor and overcome. However, the short term goal is to provide minimum income to all people within the next 10 years. So then, thank you guys. We will be meeting you shortly within the next video. Thank you. If you are liking the video, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon. If you need, you can take the notes. Thank you.